Hello guys, welcome back. So now in this session, we have to continue this automatic payment program. In APP, generally we are in configuration part, right? So configuration part means, let me log in first. So now here, go to FBZB, FBZB decode. Okay. So now I think this payment method in company code till here I have done. Let me check it. The company code is PM22. No, it is not done. Okay, it's okay. So now I think paying company code, is it done? Yes. Till here we have done in the previous session. Now what next, guys? So payment method in country. Payment method in country means like generally, let's suppose we are having. So let me come back here. Okay, so these are the settings which I told you guys that you have to keep in your mind, right? In the sense, till now this many transaction code must be there at the tip of your tongue. How many? 19. So it will be, let's suppose, 19 or 20 transaction code will be there, right? I don't think that it is too much difficult, because if you keep these many transaction code in your mind, then what is happening, your configuration parts are going to be quite easy, right? And you will be set up the things, basic settings, and till basic AP setting you can do the things very easily, pretty easily. Let me remove this. Okay. So here, payment method in country. What is the use of payment method? Payment method, of course, it is having certain controls also, guys, right? Apart from this, the payment method means nowadays, if you talk about the most famous payment method is like online transfer and check payment, right? In check payment, also, if you talk about like, let's suppose my previous organizations, in the sense my previous implementations client, right? In check also they used to like have like checks are going to be sent to the vendor via courier. That is the one thing. Or else check was collected by the vendor's executive. That was another things, right? So for that also, what is happening? We created a different payment methods, right? So generally what is happening, guys, what is the use of this payment method? So let's suppose we have multiple invoices, right? This payment we have made, let's suppose multiple vendors are there against these vendors, like multiple invoices are also there, isn't it? So what happened? Let's suppose when the payment is going to be made, right? I'll just do one thing. Let me remove the other thing. Okay. So when you talk about the open items, whatever the open items are there, okay. So whenever the payments are going to be made, right? Let's suppose for these many invoices, payments are already made. Okay. Now, er, so here, payment methods. So payment method. Now here payment method T. See. So generally, what is the benefit of this payment method, guys? Specifying the payment method, because payment method means how the payment has been made to the vendor, whether it is online transfer or through check. So generally, let's suppose the vendor, we have released the payment, in the sense like the payment got posted here in our system into, in the sense like in SAP, it is already posted. And what happened meanwhile, the vendor has not received the payment yet, in the sense like payment is not received by vendor. So of course their executive is going to contact, right? They are going to check the status. So they will contact the help desk team, account payable help desk team. Those people will be having authorization of which transaction code, guys? FBL1N. By this T code, they will be able to see the vendor's open item, right? Open items means whatever the due, or let's suppose TM22. So how many vendors are there? I think maybe only one vendor will be there. Execute, yes. So these are the open items are there, right? Okay. So look at here. These are the open items. Okay. So now here, if you run this APP, then what is happening? The payments are going to be made. Okay. So our books of account, what is happening, guys? It is showing cleared. It's like payment is already made, whereas vendor has not received the payment. So they will check here, and they found like whatever they are saying, like let's suppose against these two invoices or these three, they have not received the payment. So they will check. The payment method is, they will check here that what is the payment method, and it is check payment method, right? So they will inform that yes, this is check payment method and we have sent this check via courier. So you just do one thing. Let's suppose it is going to take 7 working days, so you have to wait, right? Apart from this, so by which method the payment has been made, that is the one thing. Apart from this, it is having certain control also, guys, against check payment method. What is happening generally, what happened, we, if we talk about the, what to say, this one, document type, document types are going to be updated against, document type is going to be updated against payment method itself. So what is the benefit? We'll see that. Okay, keep in your mind, because this is a very simple questions. I have seen multiple time people have asked these questions. Okay, and there are lots of people means here also almost 95% of people are unable to answer the questions, because everybody is like they know the configuration part, right? Okay. So we'll see. So now here, payment method. So if you talk about payment method, standard payment method is given by SAP. If you want to create, you can create. And generally what happen, let's suppose this is the standard C, and for online payment we are having T, this one. Okay, so T and C. Now if you want to create your own, you can create. So generally creating, in the sense, you can copy here, you can click on copy and you can give a different code, but no need to go for that. We need to understand uh, the usage of this one, guys, right? And what is going to be controlled by payment method, that you need to know. And apart from this, nothing else. So I'm not going to set up here a new payment method. C and T we are going to use, or else even if you copy the same, you are going to copy and you can keep a different code, but just keep it as it is and come back here. So payment method in country. Now payment method in company code. So at country level, multiple payment methods are there, guys, right? Out of this, how many is going to be used by your company code? So you just do one thing, click on new entry, and here you have to give your company code, give a payment method T. So I'll just set up one here. You take anyone. I'm going to take T here and set up this payment method here. So now amount alerts, minimum and maximum. You can give like minimum is a minimum amount, okay, and maximum is give a maximum number, okay. Now press enter, nothing else, okay. No need to give this form data and all. You keep it as it is, blank only. Just save it. Come back button. Okay. Then we are having house bank and bank determinations. Okay. House bank and bank determinations. See, as I said, guys, multiple fields are appearing, right? Each and every fields are not possible to explain here, right? Okay. But still, some more things we'll see later here in APP. Now, so bank determinations and house bank. What you have to do? First of all, we have to set up house bank. House bank is nothing but house bank is going to represent your bank accounts only, guys, right? In the sense, like, let's suppose Tata Motor is having accounts in ICICI bank account, in HDFC, in HSBC, in Bank of America, different in different bank accounts. What is happening? Tata Motor is having accounts in different banks, so that must be set up here. So that is going to be set up in the form of house bank. Let's suppose here, click on house bank, and let's suppose the payment is going to, this payment we have made from HDFC. Okay, so for HDFC we have to create a house bank, and once the payment is made, then this house bank details, account details are going to be updated. And here what will happen, guys? We will come to know that this payment is released from HDFC. That is the first thing. And second thing is, generally these things are happening in the sense payments are going to be posted by system automatically, right? So when the payments are going to be posted by system automatically, then now here what will happen? So here, like, vendor account is going to be debited, and bank account, let's suppose HDFC itself, HDFC bank account is going to be credited. So guys, this HDFC bank account is a ZL, right? So this GL is going to be credited. Okay. So how SAP is going to trigger the GL account? So whatever house bank is going to be created, in this house bank itself, we are going to assign the bank GL account over there. Okay. The GL account is going to be assigned against house bank. So this is what the benefit, guys. Automatically how the system is going to identify the GL account from house bank. Now we'll see this practically also once I run this automatic payment program. Then you guys will come to know. Don't worry. So give your company code here. If you click on house bank, give your company code, press enter. My God, it is already created here. Is there anyone using this company code, guys? Don't be a double zero. Okay. So guys, now join me only. It's okay. So now someone has already created some, put to say this one house bank here. Let me check whether bank determination settings are already done or it's not done. So here PM22. Okay. So only house bank creation was done by someone. Chalo. So what I'll do, guys, do not use what to say this one, uh, this setting in the sense this company code and all for your testing. If my students are using, right? Anyway, we'll check it out who has created. But now let me remove this. Save it. No. So this is how the screen will appear, guys. It will be totally blank. Okay. Now one more thing is there. First of all, if you guys have observed here, whenever we are going to create house bank you can create at the time of APP configurations. Of course, and at the time of APP configuration itself, it is required, or else even house bank can be created separately also. You look at here, you click here and transactions. Look at here, it is showing FI12. This is the transaction code. In the sense, if you come back, this is FBZP. Look at here, FBZP. But when you create house bank, it is showing the T code FI12. In the sense, directly by using FI12 transaction code also, you can set up this house bank, right? So even some of the people, they'll set up this bank house bank by using FI12 transaction code, and they will say this is bank accounting or bank related configurations. So I'll tell you guys, generally bank accounting and bank related configurations when it is required, right? Of course, when we are going to use automatic payment program, at that point of time it is required, right? So in course contents, if you see the course content, even in multiple course contents, people are specifying bank configurations or bank accounting, right? Or house bank setup, isn't it? So house bank setup. So here, don't be confused, guys. This we are doing at the time of automatic payment program itself, right? And exactly here itself it is needed, right? So in contents, like, since the contents are going to look, topics are going to look more and more, right? That is why people have specified, and we are specifying bank accounting or something or something. So don't be confused. It is, so generally what happens, because sometimes people are, or students are getting confused that where is this bank accounting settings or where is this. So it is mostly, it is going to be covered at the time of automatic payment program setting, right? Okay. Now, so go to FBZP. Look at here. So here itself you will be having options, and even if you click here, it is going to navigate through FI12 transaction code itself. And second thing is, it is a company code setting. It is a company code setting. Look at here. It is a company code setting. Click on new entry. So here, bank account. Give here HDFC. I'm going to give HDFC here. And then give your country code, bank key. What is this bank key, guys? Bank key is a master data, okay, which is going to store certain details. Which is going to store certain details means the bank name, address, right? And apart from this, let's suppose if you talk about the payment transfers, right? So whenever payment transfers are happening within the country, we are having a code called IFSC code, which is required when the bank to bank transfers are happening. Or else if you talk about cross border payments and all, then Swift code is there, that is required, right? So where it is going to be stored, guys, these details are going to be stored here against bank key only, bank key itself. Okay, so it's a master data which is going to be, let's suppose if my bank key here, if I give here HDFC, okay, so generally what happen, you'll be having two options, either create or another one is change in the sense like if you want to make any modifications. So if this bank key is already created into SAP by someone, let's suppose, then what is happening? If you press enter button here, then look at here, this change button highlighted. Now create button is not highlighted. It means this bank key is already set up into SAP. Okay, bank key is already set up into SAP. Now, if you talk about bank key, how to set up this bank key, guys? Okay, let me remove this. Now, how to set up this bank key? Simply go to FI01. Look at here. Bank key is going to be set up at which level? Country level, not at company code level, right? So because here we are giving a country code, and then here and press enter, it's already existing, right? It means we cannot set up. FI01 means create a new bank key, right? So SAP is saying that this is already created. You cannot create with the same code. Why? Because it is already created. So even you can do one thing, slash and FI03 means display. 01 always, guys, 1 means create, 2 means change, 3 means display. FI01, FI02, FI03. FI03 means display. Now here give HDFC and press enter. Look at here. This is what the details. In the sense it is created by someone. So this is a master data, guys, which is going to store certain informations. Here you can give certain codes also, region codes and all. You just do one thing. You give here. So regions means multiple region will be there, but somebody might have deleted this, standard settings, isn't it? And this is a very bad thing, guys, isn't it? Because standard setting, I always says that it should not be deleted. Even in recently, somebody has deleted again the entire company itself, right? And when the companies are going to be deleted, then what happened? Uh, you'll be having assignment of your company with the company code. So when you are going to post the transactions, you'll be getting global company so and so is not supported, right? So in that case, what you have to assume that somebody has deleted the company. So what you have to do, either you have to create the company again or else remove the assignment against your company code, because that is not a mandatory setting, guys. So you can remove the assignment, right? But again, this is the major benefit of online server, right? Because such kind of, we don't have any control, because I know there are certain people who will changing the configurations and all, that is a different thing, right? But deleting it is not acceptable, and that to standard setting, it is not advisable. Because again, in order to restore the standard settings, what we have to do, either it is supposed to be created recreated again, or else we have to format the server. That is the two options are there, right? That is why mostly what happened, the technical team is there, they'll keep on finding such kind of things. If they found somebody has deleted, they are going to remove the person, and then the people will start crying and they will contact me again, sir, my id got deleted or I'm not able to log in here, isn't it? So of course my students are like a wise person, and then you guys are not doing this, but in this server multiple other people are also there, right? And so we don't have control, right? There are certain people, they will just would like to check, okay, what will happen if I delete this, right? So that is not going to make them a good consultant. You create something, right? While creation, you see multiple fields are appearing. Try to find out what is the exact use of that fields and all instead of checking the deletion part. Okay, I'll come back again here. So now, so what is the use of this bank key, guys? Bank key is going to store. Look at here. This is your, let's suppose, uh, IFSC code which is given here. It is given by somebody. Okay, so if you want to create your own, you can create, or else SDFC is already created. Just do one thing. You use, so here SDFC bank key I have given, and since it is created at country level, so that is why somebody has created, but it's okay. Even you can also use, right? Now, and here if you check the addresses and other details are appearing. Now, double click on bank account folder here and click on new entry. So here account ID, right? So account ID. So I'll tell you guys, let's suppose in HDFC bank account, right? In HDFC, we are having, let's suppose, okay, so we are having, in HDFC, we are having two different bank accounts, right? In HDFC, two different bank accounts are there. Say, for example, Tata Motor has opened two different bank accounts. One is for incoming payment, another one is for outgoing payment, right? So then what will happen, guys? Or else, no matter whatever the reason is there, because of course, if we talk about the organizations, they'll be having multiple accounts in different bank. There might be chances that in within a bank they can have more than one account. In HDFC, in HSBC, in ICICI, they'll be, let's suppose they're having two accounts or more than two accounts. So what happened now? So these things, look at here. So here we are going to give the account number. Let's suppose this is the account number. Here we are going to give the account number, right? Here you can give the currency. Okay. And here bank GL. So bank GL means I have already created bank account, guys. HDFC bank account is already created. So that GL account you can assign. You can check here for this company code. Okay. So look at here, HDFC bank account is already created. So here bank GL, right? Now, so in HDFC house bank, since you are having two different bank accounts, so what you have to do in that case, how SAP, how are you going to maintain this account also against the same house bank, and again our next account is also there against the same house bank? How it is possible? So now you have to give a unique identification code that is called account ID. So HDFC, let's suppose 1. Press enter and save it. So HDFC 1. Okay, click on no. Don't need to transfer either. Okay, international bank account number. Okay, now here HDFC, you can give a reference. Save it. So now here what is happening? This is the one account. And again, if you have to create the next account, you can click on new entry, and you can give, let's suppose, HDFC2. Okay, so again we can specify the next bank account number. No need to create the second bank account number, guys. Make it as simple as possible to understand the things in better way, right? Now, so because initially itself, I'll recommend everyone, don't make it too much critical, or else you guys are going to stuck at the time of practice, in the sense like at the time of testing. Okay, now here, so HDFC, so account ID. What is the use of account ID, guys? I have seen even at the time of interview, people have asked, right? So what is the exact use of this account ID within house bank? So generally, account ID actually represents the bank account number, right? Because people ask, like, house bank. While creating this house bank, already we have given a code, right? While creating this house bank, already we have given a code. So what is the use of this account ID? So you have to quote an example that, let's suppose, there is a particular bank account HDFC, or there is a particular bank account HSBC, whatever it is. So in that bank, so first of all we have to set up a house bank. So HDFC I have given as a house bank code. House bank code is HDFC. Whereas within that house bank, in the sense, in one bank, we can have multiple accounts, right? So multiple accounts means two accounts or three accounts, right? So in that case, how we are going to specify multiple accounts against in one house bank? So for that, we have to create different account ID, and every single account ID is going to represent one bank account. This is what the logic, guys. Try to understand. Okay. So what we have done, we have created our house bank. Okay. We have created our house bank. Come back here. Okay. Click on back button. So we came on the main screen here. So house bank setting is done, right? So first of all, house bank setting supposed to be done. Then you have to go on this bank determination settings. Then you have to go for this bank determination settings. So you click on bank determinations. Now here in bank determinations, click on positions. Position means always, if you have to find out your company code, click on positions and give your position and give your company code and press enter. So it is a kind of, you can see, it's a, what is the use of this one? Find button, right? Search button. It's a kind of that itself. Select this company code. Now double click on ranking order. What is the use of this ranking order? So when we run this automatic payment program, right? When we run this automatic payment program, and let's suppose we are having multiple house bank, HDFC, ICICI, HSBC, Bank of America, right? Different house banks are there. So priority is going to be specified, right? This is rank number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So always whenever you're going to run this, SAP is going to trigger this house bank, whichever is there in rank number 1. This is going to get the priority. This is going to get second priority, third priority, and fourth priority. I'll tell you guys now generally what happened if we talk about this ranking order, right? So for ranking order again, lots of confusions are there among the students. The reason behind is, so whenever generally what happen, whenever we are going to run automatic payment program, right? So always guys, by default, by default, this HDFC, in the sense whichever bank, house bank is there in rank number one, that is going to be triggered by system. Always. Now, the question is, what about the rank number two? What about the rank number three? What about rank number four? When it is getting triggered, right? I'll tell you, here, most of the people are going to make a mistake. Okay? Most of the people are going to make a mistake here for this ranking order related concept, because the clarity is not there, right? Generally, I have seen like people are saying that, okay, let's suppose in HDFC we are having certain amount, right? In HDFC Bank we are having certain amount. So what will happen if the overall payable amount is, let's suppose, 1 million, or overall payable amount is 10 million, whereas in HDFC we are having only 2 million amount. In ICICI we are having, let's suppose, 5 million amount, and in HSBC we are having 20 million. Okay, and Bank of America we are having, say for example, more than that. Okay, uh, it may be 50 million or whatever it is. So in that case, this is the example quoted by people. So they will say, in the sense candidates, they will say that in that case, when the overall payable is 10 million and HDFC is having only a minimum balance, ICICI is also having small amount, it's not 10 million. So in that case, SAP is going to trigger HSBC, because here more balances are there, which is absolutely wrong answer, right? Absolutely wrong answer, guys. See, if we have to make a payment to the vendor and that to 10 million is the amount, in that case also, system is not going to trigger the HSBC, system will trigger HDFC itself. SAP don't know what is the actual position of, like, what is the actual amount is there in the bank account, right? This settings, guys, this settings, in the sense, if you talk about here, this banking ranking orders and all. So these settings are going to be specified here in SAP. Is it having any connectivity with our bank account? If direct connectivity is not there, then how SAP will come to know that how much bank balance is there in our bank account, right? So this is not possible. Generally, SAP is not connected directly to your bank, right? In how much amount is there in your bank, for that you need to log it and you have to check it manually. But here we don't have any connectivity of SAP with the bank, right? So in that case, SAP doesn't know that what is the overall amount in HDFC. So always, whenever the payments are going to be, whenever we process automatic payment program, SAP is going to select, SAP is going to select what? SAP is going to select rank number one, whatever the house bank is there in rank number one, that is going to be selected by SAP, right? Rank number two, three, four, this is going to be selected in a different situation, different scenario, right? This is going to be selected by system when, let's suppose, if there is a requirement, your client says that if payments are going to happen till, I'll quote a very small amount, right? If the payments are going to happen to the vendors, so if overall payment is till 10K, in that case, it is going to be made by HDFC. Till from 10K till 20K, in the sense if more than 10K but equal or less than 20K, then ICICI. And if it is more than 20K and less than 50K or equals to 50K, then SAP is going to trigger HSBC, and more than 50K, Bank of America. If that is the conditions, in that case, what is happening, guys? So now here, so these different house banks are going to be triggered. But again, now what will happen, guys? So here, these limits are going to specify somewhere here in the configuration itself. So in this case, ranking orders are going to be triggered. Okay. So anyway, now here what we have to do, you just do one thing here, click on inventory and give a payment method. So right now, which payment method, guys? Payment method T, right? And give currency, rank order, give 1, and house bank HDFC. That's it. Since we have created only one house bank, keep only one house bank. It's okay. Just save it. Control S. So this is the first step. Okay, here we have given ranking order. Now double click on bank accounts. Okay, so now again, house bank is your HDFC in this. Okay, so here what is happening? HDFC, and then what is happening? Payment method T. You can specify the currency, and here what is happening, guys? We have to add account ID. So HDFC 1 is the account ID, and whenever we are going to post, okay, so when the payment is going to be posted, guys, now here bank sub account, this is called GL accounts only, right? This is called GL account. So here you assign this 1000 GL account. Okay, 1000 GL account and press enter. Right now we have created 1000. Okay, press enter. You can save it. Okay, that's it. Click on third one, bank account enhanced. Okay, so double click. Now what is happening, guys? This bank account, if you talk about bank account enhanced, so here generally in SAP, let's suppose, so previous version, in the sense if you talk about ECC 6, so till ECC 6 I think this one was not available. Sorry, ECC 6, ECC 6.0, but in that multiple, like we are having EHP 1, 2, 3, right, 4, 5, 6. Right now we are doing this practice in EHP 7, which is very famous, guys, EHP 7. Now, so now, so if you talk about EHP 6, in the sense the previous version, so in that this folder was not there, but now it is introduced by SAP. So what is the use of this folder, guys? So whatever the house bank is there, you give house bank, payment method, currency, ranking order. Even here also we are giving an account ID HDFC 1. Okay, bank sub account again, SGL we are going to give. So generally what happened, as I said here, that house banks are having a ranking order. Which one is going to trigger first, second, and third? Even one house bank is having, if you talk about HDFC, keep it here. Okay. So this house bank is having, let's suppose, two account ID, HDFC 1 and HDFC 2. So even in account ID also we can specify the ranking order, that HDFC is having two account ID. So out of these two account ID, which one is going to trigger first? In the sense, which one will be getting the first rank? Which one is going to be specified in second rank? So ranking order can be specified even for account ID also. That is what the logic here. So we have one account ID, you just give it. That's it. Now, then here available amount. Okay, you give here house bank, HDFC, HDFC1. You give a particular day, right? Whatever these days are there, whatever you're going to specify, guys, it is having a different use. Okay, not here. It is a different. It is having a different use. You just give a particular day here. Now, which is not possible to explain the logic again. Different configuration will come into picture, right? So you guys will be confused. That is why I'm not giving any explanations for that, but give currency here and available amount. You give a maximum amount, guys. Now, save it. You save it. Now, see available amount I said here. Of course, this is having a use, right? And the use is there like this ranking order. And here I said these are the limits, right? So these limits in the sense 10K to 20K, 50K. So those limits are going to be specified here in ranking order. But I'll tell you guys, now you just give a maximum amount here, and just since we are having a single house bank, you give a maximum amount, save it, that's it. So now here what is happening, guys? That's it. No need to go for other settings and all. Click on back button. Sorry, back button. So now here, whatever the settings are there, whatever the required settings are there, that we have done. Required settings we have done. Configurations we have done. How you will come to know that whether it is working fine or not? Whatever configurations we have done is okay or still anything is missing? So pretty simple thing is there. We have to run automatic payment program and we'll see whether everything is running fine, whether like, because we are having certain overdue item. So we'll see whether it is getting selected by SAP or not. So you click here and go to F110, right? But before going for F110, what you have to do, guys? Now go to XK02, XK02, and what you have to do, guys? What is the vendor? Let me check. Okay, this is the vendor. Is this vendor? Is it having any open item, guys? This is 48, right? So we are having two vendors. I'll give a vendor 49 and then I'll check. Okay, so it is having only one. It is having only one item, but it is not due. It is not due. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'll make it overdue, this line item itself. Okay, so what you can do, either you can post an invoice. Okay, I'll just do one thing. If it is not due, keep it not due itself, and you just do one thing. You post one invoice, FP60, to check it in a proper way. So first of all, change the company code PM22, and here give your vendor number and post the invoice. So you better to post in previous date so that it is going to be overdue. Okay, here also you just give 07 and 2500, let's suppose. And give any GL account, any expense GL you can give, and press enter. Everything is fine. Now you click on payment and you remove this payment terms and give 0001. It means it is going to be due immediately. Press enter. In 0001 it is showing 3811. It means again, this is the standard payment terms, guys. go to OB B8, and someone has made experiment here also. Look at here. Someone had changed this payment terms. Okay, press enter now. Okay, and here also it is okay. Payable immediately due, make it 0001 means it is payable immediately due only. In the sense, we have not given 30 days or any limits, and don't make any changes here in the standard payment terms. Okay, so now if we are going to use this payment terms, then if we have posted any invoice today, system will show this invoice due in today's date only. Immediately it is going to be due. This is what the logic. So now here, if I keep 01, then what is happening, guys? Immediately it is going to be due. Okay, it is 61. Second, you can use and give amount 2500. It's your GL account 2500. Press enter, and now here, now look at here. If you give this one and if you press enter, system is going to bring 7. So it is like press enter. These are the warning message. Whenever yellow color message comes, that is your warning message, guys. So now here 710. Okay, and the due is also going to be, the line items are going to be due on 7th itself, and today is, let's suppose, 12th, right? So it means, of course, if due date is 7th and today is 12th, it means the line item is going to become overdue. If you save it, in the sense post it, and you come back here, right, and click on refresh. So look at here, this 2500, it become overdue, and this 1000 is not due. So whenever we run automatic payment program, guys, then what will happen here? When you run this APP, automatic payment program, then system should select only this line item. In the sense, whatever overdue items are there, that is going to be selected, or due items are going to be selected. But the item which is not due, I mean to say undue, right? So these line items suppose not to be selected by SAP. This is how we can say that APP is working fine. What is the exact use of automatic payment program, guys? I told you that, let's suppose whatever the open items are there, so certain open items are going to be overdue or due, and certain open items are not due. So if we are going to check this one by one, it will take too much time, right? And if you have to post the payments, so here automatically what will happen, if you run this automatic payment program, then automatically SAP is going to check these all status, and whatever the overdue and due items are there, that only will be selected by SAP for the payments. Due invoices and overdue invoices will be selected, whereas whichever the not due invoices are there, that is not going to be selected by SAP. And manual payment means this one also will appear and this one also will appear. There we have to decide manually that against which document the payment is going to be posted. But in APP, what is happening, guys? SAP is going to select this due and overdue item, and whatever undue item or not due items are there, it will be left by SAP as it is. We'll see this. Okay. But before going for this one, what you have to do, guys? You have to do one thing. So this payment we have posted 2 invoices. One is overdue, second one is not due. Now you just do one thing. Go to XK02, and first of all, what you have to do, guys, this address and payment transactions. So, and third one is here also another payment transaction. Okay, you have to apply a check mark on these 3 tabs. Why? Because what you have to do, guys, you specify certain, let's suppose you can specify certain details here. Address you have to specify, right? You can specify the address. If you don't specify, SAP is going to throw error. In the sense, at the time of when you run this app, system will throw error. So that's what I'm saying. Let's suppose here bank key I have given. Now this time, so here what is happening, guys? In vendor, see house bank. So house bank means, right? Charging interest. Let me apply that. Charging. So in house bank, what is happening, guys? We are going to find the bank details of Tata Motor, right? In house bank. In the sense, if you run this automatic payment program, then payment is going to be posted. Let's suppose payment is going to be transferred from SDFC bank account. So SDFC bank account of Tata Motor. Tata Motor is going to make the payment, right? So from which bank account they are going to make the payment? HDFC, ICICI, whatever is there. So for that we have to set up house bank. So here this belongs to Tata Motor. Now here in vendor master, what is happening, guys? So from HDFC, let's suppose the payment is going to be transferred to the vendor bank account. So vendor is also having a particular bank account, na? So that bank details we are going to specify. This is in vendor master, we specify vendor's bank detail. In house bank, we are going to specify the client's bank detail. Client means we are doing implementations for Tata Motor. So Tata Motor is the client. So here any bank account can be given, guys. Let's suppose I'm going to specify this bank. An account holder, of course, we can specify this company. So give the details. That's it. ICICI, HSBC, HDFC. If this bank key you guys are going to give, then what will happen? Most likely, these bank keys are already set up, so there won't be any problem. Okay, press enter. Okay, everything is fine. Press enter. Yes. Payment terms, it's okay. You can keep the same, or else if you want to assign like 001, you can assign 001. So there is no problem. Anyway, we have already seen the logic of this terms of payment. What is the use of terms of payment that I have explained, right, in detail. So you can now, whatever our testings are going to happen, guys, most likely our requirement will be like invoices must be due immediately. That is why again I changed 0001. Or is every time what will happen? You have to check payment terms at the time of document posting, and we have to change it manually. Okay, so better to change here itself. And here payment method, you must have to specify. You must have to specify payment method, or else system will throw error. Just save it. Okay. So these are the things you must have to do. Okay. Now what is happening? Then it's pretty simple. Now we have to run automatic payment program. Okay, APP. Let's suppose we are having multiple vendor. Run for a single vendor first. Okay. So for this vendor only. How to run automatic payment program, guys? APP run. So F110 is the transaction code. Okay. Now here we are going to run date and identification code. So run date means you give current date here, and identification code just give a particular code, guys. I'm going to give TM20A22. Okay. Any code can be given, numeric, alphanumeric, alphabetic, whatever you want, you can give. Press enter here and click on parameter. So here posting date, in the sense when you run this automatic payment program, then what will happen? In which date the payment postings are going to happen? Of course, current date itself. It is going to be copied to the system automatically from here. The next one is documents entered up to. So this is also going to be automatically, it is going to be updated the current date. What is the use of this document entered up to, guys? Generally, let's suppose we are having multiple line items. Now you remove this multiple line items. We are having several line items. Okay. So guys, these line items are posted on a different date, right? Certain line items are posted like, let's suppose, in August month, September month, right? Okay. So some, and let's suppose, so lots of line item become overdue, right? So here what is happening? So different date it is posted. Now if I'm going to give here where it is, it's here, document posted up to. So if I give here 01, then what will happen? We are saying that search the due or overdue line, items, whatever the due and overdue line items are there. So we are giving an instructions that search due and overdue item among all the transactions, all the documents which is posted till 1st of October. Till 1st of October. After 1st of October, whatever transactions are posted, among those transactions you are not supposed to check due or overdue item. Check all the overdue items which is posted till 1st of October. That is what the logic. If you give here, like you can give September also, 15th of September, you can give 15th September. It means we are giving an instruction to SAP that search your due or overdue item among all the documents which was posted till 15th of September only. This is what the logic. Simple, very simple. Okay. Give your company code, which payment method, T, and what is this next payment date, guys? Next payment date. So next payment date means when we are going to run the next automatic payment program, right? So that is going to be specified. Now let's suppose if I'm going to specify today is 12th, like it's 14, 2022. So it doesn't mean that next payment, next APP I'm going to run on 14th itself. You can run on 13th also, there is no any problem. Here you have to specify a future date, right? But it is not having any impact because most likely what happen, people thinks, okay, people think that okay, here in next payment date I have specified 14th. So now if I'm going to run APP and here current date is 12th, so if I run automatic payment program on 13th, then system will not allow. Why? Because we have given 14th here. So I'll tell you guys, no, it's not like that. If it is your understanding like this, then that is wrong understanding. Here, next payment date means I have given a date here, next payment date 14th means I have specified, okay, next APP is going to run on 14th. Now, if I am trying to run on 13th, it can be possible. There is a logic behind this next payment date, guys, right? If you are going to give next payment date, there is a logic in the sense whatever invoices are going to be due or overdue till 13th, that is going to be, system is going to select all those invoices and then it is system is going to, in the sense till 13th, whatever the invoices are going to be due and overdue, those invoices will be selected by SAP. But again, it is going to create some confusion. So next payment date, I'll tell you guys right now what you have to do. You have to give a future date. It could be 13th, it could be 14th, it could be 15th. Any date can be given. If I have given 15th and if you have to run APP again on 13th, will there be any problem? No, not at all. No problem will be there. So you can give any future date, and better you can give the next date itself. Today is 12th, next payment date, current date plus 1. So current date is 12th I can give 13,000. Okay. And here vendor. So give a vendor code. So for which vendor we are running, guys, give that particular vendor code itself. So 100,549. 100,549. And then no need to click on free selection. It is having certain additional selection parameter can be added. So you skip it and click on additional log. And here you have to apply on these three checkboxes. Okay. Out of these two, we have to select only one. Okay, either this one or this one. So just always specify here the checkboxes here by which like SAP is going to check the payment method and due dates and all. Okay. So and here once again 100 and 459. Let me check it. Or 549. 549. 549. Okay. Press enter. That's it. No need to go to print a medium and all. It is going to be used when we are going to use check payment method. So leave it as it is. And again, you have to come back on a status or else first of all. So coming back, if you're coming back on a status before that, save it. Control S. Okay, I have saved. If you come back on a status, look at here, it is showing parameter has been entered. Right now, what we have to do? So first of all, we have to run this proposal and then payment. Proposal means provisional run. Here we have to check in proposal run. We can check any error is taking place or not. That you can check in proposal. If you have to edit the proposal, we can edit the proposal also, or else if everything is fine, we can run the payment. So click on proposal here, click on start immediately and press enter. Look at here, proposal is running. Press enter. So enter, you can press enter twice and thrice. Now look at here, proposal has been created. And if you click here, display proposal log. So look at here guys, the proposal is now. So let me come down. Okay, so here now you can come down. So multiple details are appearing, right? Multiple details are appearing, but if you come down, now look at here, the accounting entry has been shown. If you have scrolled down, then it is showing that this is the now SAP. It means whatever configurations we have done, it is fine, right? System is able to find out, and only 2,500 itself, right? We are having two open items, 2,500 and plus 1,000. So since this 1,000 is not due, right? Only 2,500 is overdue. So this line item is eligible for payment, guys. So what do you have to do? Now, so this is how it is appearing, right? It means it is working fine. So proposal is fine, guys, right? What you can do? Come back. So we have checked the proposal. It is fine. There is no any problem. If you click on display proposal, so it is going to show you only one line item. That is 2,500. That's it. Log means in details explanations were there that which house bank is getting triggered, which payment method is getting triggered, right? Whether due, overdue, lots of details were there. It's okay. Now, and here it is going to show you overall like, okay, this is what the payment, this much payment is going to be posted. So out of, for single vendor, out of two line item, only one line item got selected. That's it. So it means it's working fine. Come back. And now what is happening? You have to run the payment. Click on schedule payment. So look at here, this details by default it is coming. Simply you click on here, schedule. Okay. So payment run, ready to be started. Press enter. Now look at here, red color means error has taken place. Now what is the error, guys? That we have to find out, isn't it? So this time This is proposal log and this is payment log. So here we have to check the payment log right now. In proposal, there was no any error. SAP was selected 2500, that line item only. Now click on payment and look at here. Here we have to check. So see, very few line items are there, very few lines are there. You can so look at here. This is the payment identification code. In company code TM22, document number range 20 is missing for 22. This is pretty simple. It means somebody has made the experiment. Okay. So here go to OBA7. Go to OBA7 and here check KZ document type. If KZ document type, guys, if you are able to remember, generally the document type, no, not KZ document type, it means I think I have used payment method. So which payment method, which document type is going to be used, guys? Here one more thing I'll tell you. Now, while running this automatic payment program, when you run this automatic payment program, system is going to post a payment transaction, right? So when the system is going to post a payment transaction, so guys, I'll tell you whatever transactions are getting posted, right? For every transactions are going to be posted against a particular document type. So when we run this automatic payment program, which document type is getting triggered? Here I haven't found any document type. So I'll tell you guys document type. Which document type is getting triggered? Look at here. If you talk about ABP, it is going to be run against payment method T. What you have to do? You have to check here payment method in country, and then we are going to check payment method T. Double click. So look at here. Here we are having document type. Okay. So ZP document type is coming. So what you have to do in that case? ZP document type means you come to OB A7 here and then come down. So ZP document type, where it is, come down here, payment posting, double click, and again I'm going to make 01 itself because this is what the number range I have created, guys, TM22. So either you have to create number range 20 or else here, look at here 0102. So anyone can be assigned. Come back. So here 01 and 0. Okay. So now what will happen? I'll come back. Where is this? Okay, here. This is my APP status. So what is happening, guys? So now we have rectified the issues. Are we going to run automatic payment program once again? No need to run it once again, guys. Simply now what is happening? This part is having problem. This part is having problem. So you click on here, edit, and not proposal, here payment, right? And then what is happening, guys? Okay, click here, delete output. If you click on delete output, it means we are saying, click on yes, we are saying that delete this much part only, right? If there is any kind of surgery required in any part of this body, it's not, we are not going to make a surgery for whole body, right? That part only. So that is what. So payment proposal, payment was having problem. So now I have rectified the issues and this payment, in the sense this part was deleted. Once again we are going to run this payment, right? Press enter. So this time payment again is ready. Press enter. Look at here. So one generated, one completed. When you get such kind of things, it means the payment got posted. Again, you can click here, payment run log, and you can check here. Now, this is what the entry. This is what the entry. Payment got posted. Now what will happen? You will come to know here. Now what is happening? Out of 2500 and 1000, if you refresh, let's see, then 2500 will be gone and only 1000 will be there. Look at here, only 1000 is there. Where is 2500 guys? It's gone. If you click on all item, it will show your open item and cleared item both. So this is your open item and cleared item. So where is the cleared item? This 2500, look at here, ZP, right? This ZP. So this is your invoice and this is your payment. This is your invoice and this is your payment. How I came to know, guys? This is the invoice and this is the payment. Both line item got cleared because clearing document. Look at here, 1022 and 1022. It means both are relevant. It means against this invoice, how I came to know invoice? AR document. And how I came to know the payment? ZP. ZP means payment through automatic payment program. Upper side, KZ and KR. Look at here, 1000 and 1000. These two are relevant to each other. How I came to know? Clearing documents are same for both line. It means this is the invoice 1000 and this is the payment KZ document type. So this is a manual payment posting. When you use F-53, by default KZ document type is coming into picture. So look at here, what is the use of document type? Again, document type means a types of transactions. This case KR. KR means our invoice. KZ. This is payment. It means the payment has been posted, right? Again, in KZ is also payment and ZP is also payment. So KZ means manual payment. ZP means payment through APP, automatic payment program. If we are on APP, then automatically bulk invoices can be posted in one go. That is what the benefit, right? Now, likewise, we are having here KR, KZ and KZ, right? These all three are relevant to each other. Why? Because look at here, clearing document number is same, right? It means 4000 worth of KR means invoice got posted. 1000 worth of return is posted, right? KG means credit memo. It means when the return is going to be posted. And then 3000 worth of payment has been posted. Very simple analysis, guys, and very easy to understand. Okay. So this is all about this automatic payment program, guys. I'll stop this session here itself. That's all in this session, guys.